Chapter 4 of Frigid Fracas by Maxine Reynolds. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Dale Grothman. Joe Mauser shook hands with the telereporter in an abrupt, impatient manner. Fred said, "Major, I'd like to introduce my son, Samuel. Sam, this is Major Joe Mauser. You don't follow the fracases, but the Major's one of the best mercenaries in the field." Sam scrambled to his feet and shook hands. "Gee, Joe Mauser!" Joe looked at him questioningly. "I thought you didn't follow the fracases." Sam grinned awkwardly. "Well, gee, you can't miss picking up some stuff about the fighting. All the other guys are buffs." Joe said to Freddie, "Could I speak to you alone?" "Certainly, certainly. Sam, run along while the Major and I have business." When the boy was gone, Joe sank into a chair and looked up at the telereporter accusingly. He said, "This fancy uniform I stood still for. That idea of picking up a song to identify me with and bribing the orchestra leaders to swing into it whenever I entered some restaurant or nightclub might have its advantages. Getting me all sorts of tele-interviews between fracases and all those write-ups in the fracas buff magazines I can see the need for, in spite of what it's costing. But what in Zen," his voice went dangerous, "was the idea of sticking that punch-drunk prizefighter on me in the most respectable nightclub in Greater Washington?" Freddie grinned ruefully. "Oh, you figured that out, eh? Did you think I was stupid?" Freddie rubbed his hands together happily. "He used to be world champion, and you flattened him. It was in every gossip column in the country. Every news reporter played it up. And hell, it only cost us 5 shares of your vacuum tube transport stock." "5 shares?" "Why not? He used to be champ. Now he's so broke he's got to live on stock he isn't allowed to sell. His basic government issue at birth. He was willing to take a dive cheap, if you ask me." Joe growled at him unhappily. "I've got news for you, Freddie. Your hired brawler started off as per instructions, evidently. But after a couple of blows had been exchanged, his slap-happy brain lost the message, and he tried to take me. We're lucky he didn't splatter me all over the dance floor of the exclusive club. He didn't take a dive. I had to scuttle him." Freddie blinked. "Zen!" Sure, Joe growled. "Look, next time you decide to spend 5 shares of my stock on some deal like this, let me know, eh?" Freddie walked to the sideboard and got a glass. "Whiskey?" he said. "Tequila, if you've got it," Joe said. "Look, I'm beginning to have second thoughts about this campaign. Where's it got us, so far?" Freddie brought the fiery Mexican drink and handed it to him, and took a place on the chair opposite. His voice was very persuasive. "It's going fine. You're on everybody's lips. First thing you know, some of the armament firms will be having you endorse their guns, swords, cannons, or whatever." "Oh, great," Joe growled. "Already my friends are ribbing me about this fancy uniform and all the plugs I've been getting. The glory grabber isn't any more popular today among real pros than he's ever been." "Who gives a damn?" Freddie sneered cynically. "You're not in this for your lame-brained mercenary pals with their soldier of fortune codes of behavior. We're in this for number 1, Joe Mauser, and number 2, Freddie Soligen." Joe put away the greater part of his drink. Sure. But where are we now? Your campaign has been in full swing for months. What's accomplished?" The small telereporter was indignant. "What's accomplished? We've got 3 major Joe Mauser buff clubs in full swing, and 5 more starting. And next month you're going to be on the cover of Fracas Times." "I'm still a major, and still mid-middle caste, and my stock shares available for bribery are running short." Freddie twisted his mouth and looked worriedly down into his glass. He said unhappily, "We need a gimmick to climax all this. Some kind of gimmick to bring you absolutely to the top." "A gimmick?" Joe demanded. "What do you mean, a gimmick?" "You're going to have to do something really spectacular. Make you the biggest telly hero of them all. We'll have to get you into a real fracas and pull something dramatic. I don't know what. I don't seem to be able to come up with an angle. But when I do, I guarantee that every telly camera covering the fracas will be zeroed in on Joe Mauser." "Great," Joe growled. "I've got just the gimmick. It'll wow 'em." The telly reporter looked up hopefully. "I'll get killed in a burst of glory," Joe said. End of Chapter 4. Recording by Dale Grothman.